Morning. Bit chilly in here this morning. Probably due to the holes everywhere. Right. I missed the fridge delivery yesterday, and I need the fridge obviously to put up against a custom panel, decorative end panel for the kitchen, to be able to fit the kitchen, the rest of the kitchen. I've not cleared up yet. I had a bit of a lay-in this morning. I didn't get up till 8. But fucking mess in here. Right. So the worktop's on its way. Apparently, the fridge is going to be delivered between 12 and something. So that's good. So I'm not going out anywhere because I'm not going to miss that again. I've found 4 sheets of MDF for free. So I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. I've found some luxury vinyl flooring, 2 metres of it, and there's not fucking half a metre in the bathroom, for a tenner. And I've also found some ply, but the guy's not got back to me yet. That's only 25 quid. But fucking the price of ply is unbelievable. So I can get these holes net repaired, cut the carpet out, take the pipes out, do this, that and the other. Yeah, so today I'm going to be mucking about a little bit, I suppose. I'm going to have a little bit of a clean up. Cut these bits off. Yeah, I'm diddling, as they say. But I've got most of the stuff, to be honest, to crack on with. It's just getting to a stage now where I've got to fucking get myself a little list and work to a list, because I'm running around. I say running around, I'm sort of doing things, and I should be doing other fucking things really, but weather permitting, I've got to get this bit of floor sorted out over the side there, because that is got like a fucking half-inch gap. So I don't know what's happened down there, but I've got to put something in there obviously and screw it back. Yeah, so that's me. I might fit these other 3 lights, have a clear up, get the carpet up, get the pipe work out, and then it'll be pick up day tomorrow, I suppose. I'll go and pick a load of gear up. I mean, I can. What I'm going to do, I think, is for the floor where the gas fire was, I'm going to get underneath and put a piece of ply up underneath and screw that up underneath. And I'm going to put a little bit of Celotex in there and a bit of ply on the top. And a good sealer. And get that done. Obviously the 2 vents over there have got to be done. Sort out that bit of floor. Yeah, so I'm going to have a cup of coffee. It is Friday. Enjoy your day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a good week. Fucking juice, go juice. And I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, yeah, by the way, those 12 volt strip lights, and they are 12 volts, the voltage coming in, because I rigged this little thing up, is 11.3. Now off the battery they worked without the adapters. That's the LED lighting strips, right? Thing being now is they're plugged in, so off the remote they will work, and that's it. So the other 2 little lights work independently on a switch. So I think this is surplus to requirements, to be fair. I've got 5 switches here I'm not going to be able to use, which is a bit of a shame, because I'd like to keep an eye on the voltage on the battery and this, that and the other, especially if we're not hooked up to the mains. But I think I can just get a little voltage meter. It's a shame, because I like the look of it. Do you know what I mean? Little control panel. It's got USBs and a 12 volt out and this, that and the other. But it's a bit of a shame, but I really can't find anything that I'm going to use in here to switch on and off. I thought that those lights would have worked off of the 12 volt without the adapter. And they don't, because I've chopped the adapter, wired it up. Doesn't work off the mains hookup, but it works off of the battery, and the battery's throwing out 12.3 volts. So yeah, a bit of a thing. Hence the reason I had to put a socket up there, and I'm using that socket over there to run those lights. But that's all right. It's not an issue. It's just something I wanted to put in that I can't put in now, really. So never mind. Anyway, while it's all quiet on the Western fucking front, I'm gonna jump in and get cleared up and sort myself out, possibly start taking this carpet out, get the pipe work out, and wait for this worktop Yes. I might look into taking those vents out that were behind the fridge actually. Bolt them up from the inside and do something with the outside. I don't know, get a fake fucking grill or something. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. Day 5. Right, that's it. Carpet up. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage on the floor to the front. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Far short of, I don't know, cutting something out, putting something back in. I don't know. I'll just show you. And that actually bends round and over, and that's where the foot is that's supporting the caravan. So that's obviously pushing the floor up at the minute. And then over here, we have a little bit of a problem. That's daylight, that's the road under that. So you see there's a screw there. And a screw there. So obviously whatever was there, ouch, that was me fucking head. That's the first. Yeah, there's that. I don't know if you can see that little bit of thingy there. I mean, it actually feels. I could put my finger through that. So, and the ply literally, it's fucking 6mm, I think. Right, so I've got that to deal with. All the pipe work's out. I've saved all of that. I just found the feeds for the 12 volt for these lights, and I think it's that one there that runs to that fuse box, and that one there obviously runs up there and feeds that one. So if I wanted to, I could keep the earth, possibly run another wire back to that panel that I weren't going to use, and that then should, in theory, because I would have thought that's the overhead lights as well, that should in theory work off a switch. And if I can pull a wire through, just as long as they're earthed, if I get another live, I might be able to leave the switches on these lights, because they're a little bit fucking, they're very cheap, doesn't matter. I might be able to switch those off of that control panel if I send another live up from that panel. But it's getting a live up there, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. There's literally nowhere to hide anything unless I can take one of these lights out and poke something up over the ceiling and get it out through the other side, run a 12 volt up, and then these lights will be able to, I'll be able to leave them switched on and then operate them independently from that control panel. But we'll see. My delivery's on its way for the fridge. I think the worktop's going to be here momentarily, so what I've got to do now, that bit of floor where the fridge is going definitely needs a bit of attention. The 2 bits at the front need a bit of attention, so I'm going to have to try and find some ply. Yeah, find some ply. I suppose cut a piece out and put a piece back in. I don't know, you know. I'm hoping I just had a look underneath. The underneath's okay, so it's literally just that part. And obviously with the fridge sitting on it, the fridge ain't heavy, but obviously once you get all your water and, you know, water, I could make beers. Once you get all your gear in there, it begins to be a bit weighty, doesn't it? So, yeah, it's surprising. I mean, I think we've got the actual floor. It's like 45mm. So that's 2 6s. Yeah, so there's insulation in between, and they're literally sandwich panels, and that's your floor. It's surprising how strong they are, really. But I mean, the rest of the floor's okay. You know, looks like nice clean ply until you get up to that front edge and over there. So I'm going to have to get up underneath and have a look and see what's what. But nothing will out. It's a bit more open now as well, doesn't it? And I've got to try and sort that front panel out. That one over there, because it's been fitted very shoddily. Yeah. Right, okay. Little update. What's the time? I don't even know what the time is. 11 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning. So I might carry on now and do the rest of these lights. See if I can get a cable over and back down for the control panel for the switches. It would be nice to switch them independently without having to fucking, you know, fiddle around. But I'll have to see what goes on. They're all earthed, that's the thing, so it's just a case of getting a live or tapping into the live one side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one. Might have to have a sit down on my seat. Oof, bit of a slow day today, but I've literally managed now. I can't get the feed for the lights on the ceiling. I've taken them all out obviously and tried finding the wires. I can't find them anywhere. I don't know where they come from. I've chopped two down there by the electric box and all the power went off to the up. So I can't put those on a switch, but don't worry, that's all right. I've got my down lights in. I run another lead that all now is going to run off the control panel that I bought. The outside light runs off of that. I've got lights going in the plinth underneath the kitchen, so that can be switched off of that as well. So it is usable. I can do that. I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I thought I'd found some ply earlier, very, very cheap on Marketplace. Unfortunately, it's already gone. So I'm now going to go to fucking B&Q and get some ply. And I think what I'm going to do with the front is I'm going to sandwich it. So there's a bolt there and two bolts over there. That holds your leg that you wind down to keep the caravan straight. I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually bending over there where I've lifted the caravan up a little bit and the floor didn't go with it. So what I think I'm going to do, that's me head again, both sides. I'm going to get some ply. I'm going to cut the ply for the underneath, take the legs out, and then I'm going to sandwich it. Do it. I'm going to buy some bolts and I'm going to put a piece underneath, put a piece on the top, bolt it through, do it up. That will sandwich it. Hopefully it might straighten it out a little bit. It will strengthen it up. The bench seats go in there anyway that will pull out to make the bed, and same as the other side. I'm going to get a bit of foam just for the gaps and bits and pieces. Then obviously I've got to fill these vents in. So I'm going to have to go and buy some ply. Fucking expensive, but it's something I didn't allow for. It's going to cost probably 100 quid, if not a bit more. But it is what it is. The worktop's still not arrived. My fridge came this morning. So I'm all ready to go, literally. But I've got to sort this ply situation out and see where we go from there. Well, it's nearly 7 o'clock. It's been cold out here today as well. The sunshine don't really heat the caravan, to be honest. Right, I've fixed, well, I say fixed. I've done the floor where the fridge has got to go. I've got the units in, but they need fixing. But I've got to make sure, obviously, I can get to a few bits and pieces first, so they're all fixed together. As I said, I've got my down lights ready to go on a switch, blah, blah, blah. My sink, got my sink. I just tried that in to fit inside the 400 unit. That's good. The tap's got to go right in the corner though. Obviously because it's got a glass lid that lifts up. I'll show you that in a minute. Not a bad day though, to be honest. I sorted out the outside light and I'm going to put that to a switch. I've got my downlighters on a switch. I'll have downlighters poking out, let's say poking out, drilled into the plinth on the bottom of the units. I was toying with the idea of, because we got extra sockets, of putting some, I've got some track left and some more lights. So I was wondering if maybe I should put them underneath the unit. I don't know, actually. It might be a bit much. But I'm going to put some lights in the thing as well, same as those ones up there. They'll go on another switch. So that's 4 switches, hopefully being, or 1, 2, 3, well it's 3 switches being used up. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm a little bit short on room for the bed. Thing being is I wanted as much storage as we could get. I didn't go with drawer units, to be honest, because you're not going to get as much space as you have actually in the cupboard. I've had to cut out for the wheel arch, but it's only 40 mil, I suppose, as it goes over. I'll give you a little tour again in a minute. I think I'm going to sandwich those bits at the end that are a bit rotten. I'm going to look around. That was expensive today. Fucking hell, 2 bits of ply. I've blocked off the air vents as well. The air vents are blocked off. I multi-tooled the back of the actual vents off. put the timber up against it, went to put the vents in from the outside, and they were too big, too deep. So I multi-tooled a little bit of that off. They're back in. That's going to need painting and sealing at some point, but I'm going to do that later on. So that's been done, the floor's done. Yeah, I'm going to sandwich that over there. I'm going to put a piece underneath, cut a big piece, possibly 1200 by, I think it's 600 at its widest point. As the chassis comes through, I've got to cut it there and down a little bit. Yeah, I know what I mean anyway. And then what I was going to do was put another piece on top. Lots of glue, which is what I've used over on the fridge part, and then bolt it. So I'm literally sandwiching the floor that's already there in between two more bits. Paint it all up underneath. The bench seats are going there anyway. Yeah, I'm a little bit short on room for the bed. I'm 6'2", 6'3" when I'm laying down, and I've got about 1790, 1780. So it's not ideal to lay. Let me show. Ideal to lay from there to there. So I don't know what I'm going to do at the minute. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe there's my sink. Look, nice little sink with a glass top that stays up. That's all right, isn't it? That'll do. And it's got 4 little screw holes where you can fix it in. I'm going to silicone it. So that's me sink. Got my taps there. They're the longest flexes I've ever seen in my life. They go from the top right to the bottom of the unit, so I've got to work that out. Okay, so there's the air vents. They've been blocked up, done that. They've been sealed as well. There's the floor. I used wood hardener on the ply underneath, and then threw a load of glue over it, and then screwed that to the floor. So the fridge is going to sit on that. That's an air vent. I've still got to block that one up under there, but I can do that. That's not an issue. Go from the underneath and then fill in the top. Obviously the plinth's going to cover it anyway, so there's no point in putting anything in there, to be fair. The only thing I haven't got is my plinth at the moment, but for all intents and purposes, there's the units. It leaves a fair bit. I mean, it's not as much as I would have liked, to be honest. I mean, we're pretty straight. I say pretty straight. Hang on a minute. I've not even checked this, by the way. Yeah, so look, I've come over with the units that much. That there was level with the kitchen, that end. So we come over 35mm, I suppose, something like that. That allows for the fridge 400, and then I'm going to cut this down to the height of the worktop. Once it's all done and fingered in, I'm going to cut that to the height of the worktop. The custom panel is going to get, the decorative panel is going to go underneath that and get glued. Custom panel out. Yeah, fridge goes in there. It's only 400 wide, so I might even push it back a little bit further and then sort of do that with the top a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Angle, just do a little angle on the, just to give us a bit more room on the inside and outside. I haven't done anything with the lights today. I didn't bother. Repair works today mostly. But oh fucking hell. Yeah, so there you go. I'm getting there. I'm hoping actually that I'll have these fixed in tomorrow. First thing in the morning. I'll get the units fixed in. I can then get the fridge out, put the fridge in, get the wiring done for the fridge, get the decorative panel on the end, work out what I'm doing with the worktop. If not, I'll just leave it straight and square. There's another decorative panel to go on this end where the electrics are. Oh, so that's another 18mm, wasn't it? Didn't think about that. Another 18mm off me leg room. And then I've got to try and, because the caravan isn't level, and I can't get it level, because it's on the piss a little bit on the side, and it's also sitting backwards a bit. It's hard to. I might try and lower the front and jack the back up just to get it straight one way, but it's the other way. So all I'm doing literally is pushing the units flat against the wall, because the wall is obviously square, hopefully. And then I'm measuring up from the floor and measuring down from the overhead storage. You know, it'll be as straight as it can be, I expect. Yeah, it's a big day tomorrow, I think. It'll be fridge, decorative panels, worktop, sink. Get the sink done. Get the doors on. Yeah, it's the only thing I haven't got is a plinth at the minute. I'm not bothered about that, to be fair, at the moment, because I've got some more bits and pieces. I've got to stick the sockets in the back. I'm going to put the sockets up underneath and towards the top. I'm going to have 2 cable tidies up there. And then the pop-out socket is going to go in the corner over there. And then 2 doubles. So that the 2 doubles, then obviously we can feed down whatever we're using at the time. We can open the cupboard door, plug it in, job done. Yeah, so there you go. Another long day, to be honest. And I obviously had to buy the units flat packed because you can't get them in the fucking door. Yeah, so the units had to be built as well. I think what I'm going to do is try and get a fix in underneath on brackets to the wall, and I'm going to screw the feet to the floor just to stop any movement. I think if I do it top and bottom all the way through anyway, we shouldn't have too much of an issue with the fixings. So there you go. Anyway, day 5 over. Day 6, it's going to be a good day, I think. Going to be a lovely day. Speak to you all soon.